everybody, Pai-Chan here, and today we're back with another cosplay tips and tricks. And as you can tell, I switched into my Katana cosplay from Yu Yu Hakusho. Wait, how did that picture get here? Katana! Thank you! Okay. I switched because I just wanted to have fun with this, and hey, might as well, right? Today we are going to be getting into, ironically, for what day it is for me, my favorite part of doing cosplay. Heck, any costume for that matter. Well, besides choosing the character and getting reference pictures. Ironic because today is actually my birthday. And today we're going to be getting into choosing material and things like that for your cosplay. And we're going to take into consideration things like the character itself's social status, what they do in said outfit, and one thing that I find that not many cosplayers may think of is whether their material itself is machine washable, which is actually an extremely good feature when you're dealing with little kids. So let's get into that. And like I said last week, I will tell you what my Morgiana cosplay is made out of, and you may be fairly surprised what it is, considering how it looks. Now, first off, there is the simple t-shirt material, which is like the shirt I'm wearing here, which I didn't actually make this. I got it from somewhere. I'm not quite sure exactly where it is. It's not actually the original shirt that I made to go with this cosplay. That one actually wore out because this is actually, I think, the oldest cosplay of mine that I have. So it's, I think, from 2007, 2008, right around there. So it's a pretty old one, but it still fits pretty well. So the first material that we're going to go into is actually the Morgiana cosplay. And you think about that, she was originally a slave girl who, her social standing is still pretty low, so she can't really afford high-end material for her outfits. So thusly, I got one of the lowest grade materials, and my Morgiana cosplay itself here is actually made out of a set of sheets that, before you go cutting up ones for your bedding, that you use for bedding, I specifically got them for doing my Morgiana cosplay. So there's a little disclaimer there, people. Don't just go into your linens and get those. Get them for the specific purpose of your cosplay. But then also, this Katana outfit and my Sabrina outfit are made out of fairly inexpensive material. The Sabrina outfit is mainly because I was short on time, and this is what I could find for doing it at a fairly cheap price. That's another thing you also have to keep in mind is budget. So this material was about, so both of these materials I think were about, oh, were about $2, two, three, maybe $4 a yard, which is a very reasonable price. This was a little bit more, but it's a little more on the high end sheets, and it's actually pretty soft, and it can be used as just a plain white dress if you want to use it for that. I will be getting back to the more explaining stuff with these later on. But then you get into another good one to use is like denim, or I'm not quite sure what this is, but it looks like almost like a colored denim fabric that you could use for jeans and stuff like that. And that is also these are all very easy materials to work with. Along with, this is a slightly different type, and it's got more of a fuzzy texture to it. These right here would be good for doing for like jeans or something. Either one of these. This one, I'm not, it would be good for like a jacket or something, but maybe not if you're going for the look of jeans. It's got a little bit of a fuzzy texture to it. And then there's always, if the anime character looks like they're wearing just plain like pajama pants or something, but you don't want to go really heavy, you could always go with something like these two. This one's fleece. This one, oh, I'm not quite sure what this one is, but it's got a little bit more of a fuzzier texture to it. These I'm actually going to use for making some plushies, the hair of them. And those are all good for ones that are like, would be more, like I said, for pajamas or stuff like that. And then like the Katana outfit, I could have gone for a few more high-end, for like some fancier looking cosplay materials, but think about what he does in this outfit. This is the outfit that he wears in the dark tournament, and then the tournament at the end of the anime, which this is actually my favorite outfit that he wears, even though another one he wears has my favorite color, pink, in it, but I like this one a lot better. The colors just go better. But those are ones that you can use for like the fighting ones and all that are sort of more of the lower standing people. Now we get into the higher people with a higher status, which you could use things like these, like here with the satin. And I will show you a little trick with the satin. This is actually the binding of a satin sheet. So I've got another satin sheet here, and I will show you a little trick you can do with this. Or you could use silk. I think this is silk. I got this at a yard sale, so I'm not completely sure what material it is. But one thing you could do is, with like these satin sheets, you notice how there's a right side and a wrong side, where this side is shiny, this side is matte. My mom, for this quilt here, for my grandma, she did make out of a sheet. She used the bright color part is the right side of the material, and like the inner part of the heart is the wrong side. So there's a little thing that you could do to add interest to your cosplay. And then another thing you could do is you could crochet lace and stuff. This is actually a tablecloth for a big table that my mom made my grandma. Look at look at that detailing that you could get in this. It is gorgeous. And little known fact, this is actually what's known as the pineapple pattern, which signifies friendship. Neat little fact there. Another thing that you have to keep in mind of is the trimming, whether you want it to be fancy or plain. You could use, for something simple, well, for something a little ornate, you could use laces. Again, you could also do a little crocheted lace. You could use ribbon, or like I did on here to just cover the edges, you could use, let's see, you could use simple bias tape, which is extremely easy to use if you get the double fold stuff. This is just a single fold, but it's all I could find here in this case. Now, with the cosplays that I've shown you, like with the Morgiana cosplay here, also the Sabrina and this one, I specifically make them to be machine washable, which is extremely easy and cost effective. So it makes things a lot easier. Now, if you have the money and everything like that, you could choose, oh, I forgot to go into, this material is actually, I looked over and saw it and noticed that I forgot. It's a stretchy spandex, actually swimsuit material. Now, this would be good for what's it called? Magical girl cosplays like Sailor Moon, Sailor Mercury, or oh, I forget her name from Pre-Tier, her outfits. And it's got this nice stretch to it and all that. And also it could be useful because of how it drapes. It drapes differently than silk does for, like, Koha here from Moggy, the little tassels coming off of his hat onto his sleeves, onto his jacket. But this has a nice stretch to it, and it is not just a one-way stretch, but a two-way stretch. And again, little tip is this side has got the shine to it, but this side does not. Little trick there. So, but again, little thing about this that I am about to get into is all my cosplays plus that material are made so that they can be washed. Just toss them in a washing machine, following the instructions on that come with them. Make sure you read those, by the way, before you make your clothes, and you don't have to worry about them shrinking on you. Unlike with the very first cosplay that I made, which turned out to be pretty bad. I wound up getting choked a little bit with that one. That was not good. So there's that. And then also, if you're doing cosplays for like little kids, you do it out of fabric that can be washed, and they get it dirty. It's not as big of a deal. You toss it in the washing machine. It's ready and raring to go for the next time, which is actually extremely nice. I may not be a mother, but I washed my niece for for a while there, and I picked up little tricks like that. So make it so So with everything, cosplay, picking it should be a great experience for picking the material. Don't make it such a daunting task. Go by and be scared because you think you may have to use really expensive material. My Morgiana cosplay turned out extremely well. This one would have too if I would have followed my instincts and then cut it off at the bottom and then had to put the piece back, which in the back I put it backwards. But if you follow your instincts, even simple sheets can turn out to be something really beautiful. And a nice little thing about them is that they're wider than the material you can buy at like Joann's or anything, and that makes it extremely nice to work with. So 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 again, if you have any question about this, leave them in the comments. And thanks for listening. And if you like these videos, as always, like, comment, and subscribe for more of them. I may have just stuck with this specifically with this for my random ones for this month, but this is going to be an ongoing series of I learn more and about cosplay and all that. So there's going to be one more this month, and that is going to be on Halloween. So that'll be a fun one to. So I'm still not quite sure what I'm going to do for that one, but we'll see. Well, thanks everybody. See ya!